So Stephen, welcome to FrightFest. How does it feel to be here premiering Last Survivors?
Well, really exciting. We made this little film this time last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Middle of Montana, in the snow, absolutely freezing cold, and in the height of COVID. And, you know, that comes with many restrictions, but also some kind of positives, because you're all staying together and you're kind of like bubbled together. And it's in this world that we're currently in, it's kind of amazing to be here right now and almost sort of semi-acting normal, you know.
Well, I thought it was interesting. This film kind of echoes some of the themes of the pandemic and the paranoia that exists in society, and particularly between your character and Drew's. Tell me a little bit more about digging into that relationship.
Yeah, I was really interested in that aspect of the story because, you know, I have a son. I have 4 kids, but I have an older son, and it's about that relationship between, you know, the sort of prodigal, that, you know, Drew and I worked hard to sort of create a kind of almost like a sort of symbiosis. If I did something and sort of put something down, he would immediately kind of pick it up, and as if we'd been living together in each other's you know, sort of space for years and years and years. So that was a really nice kind of way of creating some kind of organic relationship between us. And given that is the first, you know, the first half of the film is about that relationship and how important it is, it felt really important for us to sort of feel connected and bonded, and so that was really enjoyable. I mean, as you know, with indies and in this and in the world that we're in, you go in and you're sort of just thrust into a scenario and you're banging it out, you know, but I think we did a pretty good job of kind of connecting. He's right there. Do you think we did a pretty good job of connecting? There you go.
I mean, it's a very, very small cast, so it really does hinge on the 3 leads being able to hold the attention and to really grab the audience. What challenges came with that?
I think the only way that you can do this stuff in order to create that sort of tension and that feeling of togetherness is to completely commit to it. It doesn't hurt that it's kind of minus 10 degrees. That immediately gives you a sort of feeling of hunkering down and you know, you're wearing all of these layers and our characters hunt and for survival and so there was a really good sense of kind of preparation in terms of just the elements kind of making us feel like we were in this place, and we were in a cabin in the middle of nowhere as well, which was kind of really helpful too.
And lastly, you have scenes with Alicia in the second half of the film. I don't want to give anything away about the plot points, but it's safe to say things get tense between your character and hers.
Yes.
What was it like to do that? Because it felt, as a viewer, there was a lot of adrenaline there. It was quite tense. But how was it for you?
Again, it's tricky because I don't want to give too much away, obviously. She was amazing. You know, by the very nature of the COVID of it all, we didn't get to spend that much time together because you sort of end up overlapping, you know. But what we did spend together was really, really great, and we talked a lot about what her character represented for my character and what I represented for her, and she, you know, everybody in the film comes from a place of some kind of emotional breakdown, and so sort of keying into, she represented for me in the film, she represented sort of, it's really difficult not to do spoilers, but there is you know, in the very nature of the triangle and the very nature of the son and the father, you know, she represents the apple in the Garden of Eden in a way, and my character is fearful for that and what that will create.
Well, thank you for your time.
Best of luck.
Not at all.
Best of luck with the film.
Thanks,
and congratulations.
Thank you.